All right, here we are with Chainsaw Man. This is episode 5. This one was called the Gun Devil episode. So we'll see what that's all about. We are finally going to be meeting the other half of the crew. There's a girl, I think she has an eye patch on, if I'm not mistaken. Short hair. She's a part of Aki's team. So I'm excited to meet those characters. I really want to meet the angel. I keep saying that. I keep seeing them in the intro. I don't know what they are, but I'm very curious because they look cool. Very, very, very cool. I mean, I loved the angel character in X-Men. Like, I don't know. I think any character who can fly, has wings, kind of like a bird is really cool to me. So, yeah. But I'm excited to jump straight into this. My name is Iman. If you're new here, welcome. And welcome back if you've been following for a while. So thanks. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. We're going to get into this. My cat's here. We'll see if he plays nice, if he's going to be up here in my lap or biting me. We will see. Hey, Bubba. Hi. He's down. You can't see him, but he's here. And I will not exploit him. I will not lift him for you guys to see, but he is here. But if he acts crazy, I'm gonna have to throw him out of here. All right, we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump in. It'll be cute if he had little me and Loki just hanging out, and he's also watching anime with his headphones. I wish you guys could see him. He's cute. All right, I'm going to count down for the full-timer, uncut, unedited versions of these reactions. You can find those on Patreon. Also, early access for the other shows that I am reacting to. I am going to start watching The Clone Wars and The Sandman. I've been reacting to those shows, so those will be popping up on Patreon. And so if you want to have early access to that, I'll let you guys know when they're on. I don't want you to just go up there because they're not there yet. But I'll post in the community when they're starting to pop up over there. But Sandman has been a fantastic show. Crazy, wild, beautiful storyline, out of this world. Just I love stories like that. Anything that kind of makes you think or challenges you a bit is like perfect for me. So I was loving it. And the Clone Wars, that's a freaking cool show. I did not realize it, but I really love Star Wars. I just didn't know that. I didn't know I would love Star Wars so much. But all right, I'm jumping into this. Let's do this. Oh, we're still here. We're in the bathroom. Oh, we're gonna. Okay. Honestly, I don't want to watch this. I don't need to know. What? Oh, is it her padding? Yeah, breast pad. This is so ridiculous. It's just so funny. He's like, that was not as good as he thought. Did Meowie just fly onto her shoulder? I want to rewatch that scene. That's it? Yeah. So men feel like women too sometimes. That's it? You're like, yeah, man. I think sometimes it's the idea, the fantasy of it is so much bigger. And I mean that in every aspect of life. It's just kind of like we romanticize things, I guess. And then when you don't have access to it, then you make it bigger. And so obviously the way he grew up, this was something he's like, I want to try out. That's it. I mean, yeah. Is Aki dead? He's just in shock. He's still in shock.
書類ばっかりで嫌だね。
I mean, maybe he needs to be in love with the person whose breast he's squeezing, and then maybe it'll make it feel better.
俺はずっと追いかけていたもんをやっと掴んだんです。でもいざ掴んでみるとそんなもんは、俺が思っていたより大したことなくて。
Hey man, those are wise words to live by, guys.
追いかけてた頃の方が幸せだったって思うんじゃねえのかって。
Wow, that's interesting. That's why a lot of relationships fail. Oh. Oh.
デンジ君、エッチなことはね、相手のことを理解すればするほど気持ちよくなる。
That's exactly what I was saying.
私は思うんだ。
When you have a connection, when you love someone.
指の長さはどれくらい？
Wow. It's much more sensual.
冷たい？温かい？
Whoa, it looks like blood. That's crazy.
指を噛まれたことはある？
This is what we do in the office?
デンジ君の目が見えなくなっても、私の噛む力で私だってわかる。
Wow. Okay, that's gonna come back. That's foreshadowing. And her, ooh. Ooh. Wow.
デンジ君。
No
お願いがあ
way.
るんだけど、
Yeah.
いいかな。10の悪魔を倒してほしいの。
10の悪魔。
She's like, yeah, of course, anything for you.
米国に出現して、
Of course, the gun devil appears in America.
もしもデンジ君が10の悪魔を殺せたら、私が君の願い事、何でも一つ叶えてあげる。
デンジ君が10の悪魔を殺したら、マキマさんが願い事何でも一つ叶えてあげるっつうことですか？何でもって、例えば
何でもだよ、デンジ君。
Well, wow.
悪魔対策に世界中が銃で儲けようとしてた時期に、銃を使った事件や内戦が増えたんだ。メディアも活発にニュースを取り上げ、
Wow.
銃が
I
前
mean,
よ
that's
りも
our
行われ
reality
るよう
right
にな
now
ったあたり
too.
かな。アメリカで
We gotta see both sides of it. You know what I
大きなテロ
mean?
が起こったの。その日に銃の悪魔が現れた。
Yeah, it's kind of like Princess Mononoke with the boar turning into this demon because of being shot by a bullet.
都会のネズミの家族は外でキャッチボールしてよ。
太陽の具合が良くないんだ。
Tayo, the train?
太陽が元気な時なんてないじゃん。
お兄ちゃんなんだから我慢して一人で
But
遊び
he's
なさ
still
い。
a kid, guys.
僕、お兄ちゃんと遊びたい。
Oh wow, what a beautiful place to live. Yeah, so the gun devil formed because of all the gun violence and hate and killing and all of that.
俺は一人で遊べるんだ。
Oh my god, this is so cute.
バカ、やめろって言ってるだろ。
Oh, whatever, you're having fun.
お前が風邪ひくと、俺が怒られんだよ。家からグローブ取ってこい。
Aww. God, is the gun devil here? Oh my god.
5分弱で120万人を殺した後、銃の悪魔は今日まで姿を消している。
Oh man.
銃の悪魔を少しでも弱くするために、銃所持の基本厳罰化、事件、災害などの報道が規制される。
Wow, this is all what's like kind of happening in the world. Stay tuned for the conversation at the end.
これは集めた銃の悪魔の肉片。移動速度が速すぎて 体が少し焦げ落ちたみたい。
Oh, I see. It's like a bullet almost.
銃の悪魔にたどり着く。
見つけました。
Whoa.
やっぱり銃野郎の肉。
Whoa.
悪魔は全部殺す。その先に
Oh, that's Aki.
奴がいる。
Oh, I see. Oh.
ホテル内部で悪魔の目撃。ホ
Uh,
テルの宿泊者の生存不明。駆除に当たった民間のデビルハンター複数人が死。
okay, that makes so much sense. Ooh, this anime.
ただの悪魔じゃない。銃の肉片を食べた悪魔がいる。
いいのそれ。わしによこせ。
お前ら、敬語はどうした？
あ
Damn.
何の得もね
I can't get over the fact that he told his brother to go inside and literally that was the last time he saw his brother.
早川先輩。
先輩。
こいつめっちゃキレてんじゃん。朝のあれのせいだな。
あのいたずらはさすがにまずかった。
あれはいたずらレベルじゃね
What did they do?
今回の悪魔を倒した人にはなんと私がほっぺにキスしてあげまーす。
そんなことそんなこと言ってください。結婚前の乙女がそんなみだらな。
Shut up. Everyone is just like selling the tiny bits of their like body for rewards. It's kind of wild.
俺は初めての銃は誰にするか決めてんだ。
Aki's shaking. He's like, not Makima.
大切なことを教わった。エッチなことは理解し合った人間同士でするから気持ちがいいんだ。
Hey, think of that's advice, guys.
ベロ入れたキスして。
Oh, damn. Well, okay. Well, wait. Didn't you this guy?
おい。あの子が来たんだ。止まれ。
He's like, Makima who? Tongue is here? What?
姫野、お前の新しいバディだ。ブレーダーが少しは使えるように育てた。うまくやれ。
Oh.
俺は秋。
So they've known each other for a while. And she lost a partner.
私のバディ、君で6人目。
Whoa.
全員死んでるの。使えない雑魚だから全員死んだ。
She's got her eye. That's why she has an eye
期間は
patch.
死な
Okay.
ないでね。
Damn. Okay. Wow. This show is dark. It's sad. Oh, it's really sad.
来る。
Oh, God. Oh, just, I don't know. Oh, damn. No, she's got powers. Himeno, so she could just grab it. She's like Darth Vader.
わしにビビって浮き合ったわ。
No.
違う。私の力。なんじゃ？私は幽霊の悪魔と契約してるの。
Oh.
私の右目を食べさせた代わりに、私のゴースト、透明で力持ちで便利でしょ。
Whoa.
本当かな。じゃあわしがこいつを殺すと言ったらどうする？武器を引っ込めな。 悪いことしたらいつでも首を絞め殺せるぞ。
Wow. That's really cool. Like that power is. It's interesting how Himeno's vibe, you know, when she was at the grave, she was really distraught, and now she's sort of detached.
何かがおかしい。確認してくれ。
No, don't go by yourself. What? Oh no.
階段降りていったよね。
Oh, please. The episode. Please don't end. It's not fair. This show is so good. Oh, that horse. It's so cool that there's a different outro every time. And now there's a freaking Eeyore unicorn. What's with the horse and horse, human, half horse? Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, there's like some sort of horse creature. What the heck? Wow, what an episode. That might have been one of the best episodes I've seen in an anime for a very long time. Like just a standalone anime. If we didn't know anything about this show and all of us just started with this, we'd be hooked. Like you don't need any information. So that's bravo to them, because that's not easy to do. Wow, so there's so much that happened in this, and I don't want to get too controversial because everyone's so politically charged on either side of the spectrum, and I'm not on anybody's side. Well, I'm on the humanities side. I'm not on a right or left. I don't view the world in that way. I am not indoctrinated in that way. So when I speak, it's not like my religion is not politics. So that's not my belief system. But I understand certain sides, and I get why people have these strong beliefs. But I wanted to touch on the gun devil and kind of like what Makima was saying, and then I'll jump into other stuff, but let's get the hard part out of the way first. As a countermeasure against devils across the world. So because devils started to rise up in the world, people thought, well, you know what? Guns are going to help us protect ourselves from the devils, because we need extra manpower, basically. We can't just use our swords. We can't just use bow and arrows. We can't use our fists and our hands or knives. We need guns, because this is dangerous. We're being killed. And people are like, absolutely. So then seeing that in our real world, it makes sense, like why people would have invented the gun. And because people saw too much war and too much people taking over countries and having dictatorships and people coming into power. And if you have a gun, you should be able to protect yourself, at least in your town, your community, and also from people coming in and maybe robbing from you and all of that. It's protection. It makes sense. Okay, we get it. However, it resulted in an increase in crime and conflict, which also makes sense. More guns means anybody has access. For the most part, most people have access to guns in America. And so then you see the crime coming up, because we are in a new age. We're not in the time where we had communities where we all knew each other. There was 100 people in one group or 200 people. We knew each other's cousins, friends of the family. Everybody knew each other in the community. It's a tribe. We don't have that anymore. We just live amongst millions of people. We don't know our neighbors' names. We don't know who anyone is, but we just have to sit back and trust. And then how can you trust when you look at the news, you look outside? I mean, I'm telling you, just the other day, literally yesterday, my children and I were coming out. I'm not going to say where we were, but we were coming outside of the car. We were going to pick up my son's glasses, and we get out of the car, and I looked to my left and I saw a man with a kitchen knife in his hand. He was on the sidewalk, and I just said, Sora, boys, get in the car. And thank God Sora gets in quickly. Titus, my youngest son, is kind of dilly-dallying. Sora's like, get in. He gets in. I lock the doors, turn the car on. It seemed like someone else was gonna come on the other side of the car. I don't know if they were working together. I don't know. What I do know is things are not right in the world right now. Things are dangerous. They are. There are unhinged people who are angry, who are hungry, who are not doing well mentally. There's things going on, and it's not safe. Of course, in those moments, I feel like I would want to have a gun on me to be able to protect myself and my kids, because Of course. If it's just me, I think it would be different. I don't think I would care as much. Not that I don't care about my life, but you know, as a parent, you really don't want your kids to go through any harm. So I guess what I'm saying is I understand the aspect of wanting to protect yourself. But anyways, we live in a time where we can't trust each other. I just saw some crazy person with a freaking knife outside of in broad daylight in a city. And he looked clearly like something was up. Something was up. I don't know. I didn't stick around to find out. We just drove off. We don't live we just now live in a more, it's safer, I guess, in a way it's safer, but it's in a different way, and it's also more dangerous in a different way, and it's hard. I'm not going to go into that in this video because it's like, I don't have the statistics, but I'm just saying we're not in a community-based system anymore where we know each other and we trust each other. Anybody can get a gun, and a lot of people are unhinged. They're angry, and they have lots of beliefs that they truly believe. People, we all believe in whatever we want because that's our freedom. However, a lot of our beliefs can be harmful to other people. But the problem is a lot of us can go down the rabbit hole of delusion and start to believe our beliefs are the only truths. And it is the most dangerous thing a human can do. That it is one of the, because once you go down that rabbit hole, it's extremely difficult to get out. So that's why we're seeing lots of shootings, and have been seeing shootings for a really, really, really long time. But nobody trusts each other. Nobody knows each other. People are now using gun violence or using guns for petty crimes. Let's go to the bank. Let's rob a store. Let's rob liquor stores. Let's rob people's homes. It's anybody has the gun. It's not just the warriors in your community protecting you. It's anybody. And not everyone is a warrior. That's the point and the problem. Not everyone's a warrior, but there's a lot of people who still can have these access. Yeah, so now you know they're showing like people are more afraid of gun violence than ever. It's so I find it difficult because why can't two things be true at the same time? Can guns defend us and have defended us? Yes. And they're a great way to protect yourself and your family from dangers. The police aren't going to show up every time. That's the truth, especially now with a lot of things going on. We have a lot of issues with the police system in America. I can only speak for America. The police system is corrupt, and we need to understand that. Does that mean that there are every police officer is bad? No. There are people who are still good. They're just trying to get by and trying to figure it out, and it's not easy. I'm one of those people who I don't like the system, and there's a lot of people that I don't like in the system because I've met some of them. I've seen what has happened to some people close to me, and I have my prejudices because I've seen very negative things. But I can't say every single one is bad. However, the system is bad, and I don't know how it can be changed from even within. I don't think it's possible. Things do need to change completely. Guns can help, guns protect, but guns kill and guns hurt. And we've seen that with the gun violence at school shootings. Innocent children have been killed. Why can't both be true at the same time? And now the problem is this. So what's interesting about this though is it says that then a major armed terrorist attack happened in America. And after that, that was how the gun devil appeared, or probably was conjured up. And so after what Makima is saying, like letting us know the backstory of how the gun devil came about, then we get to see a personal story from Aki, who's showing how gun violence has affected someone that we might know now. We love Aki. We have a connection to Aki, and we can see in one instant his whole family was killed. And that's the problem with guns, is that guns, at least if you got like hit with a bow and arrow, there's a chance you could survive. It's not like you can just wipe out a whole you could taking a life should not be so simple. And I think like if people went back to just having certain knives and stuff like that, killing someone is supposed to feel difficult. There's a scene in what was the movie I just watched? Forgetting the name of the movie for some reason. But there's one part where this guy is stabbing, he's stabbing someone, and he's like, why is this taking so long? The guy is clearly crazy, but like, you're supposed to be deterred from killing. We're not supposed to be like, it's killing people is easy and great. Like, you're supposed to, if you're going to kill someone and take someone's life, that's the thing with samurai. They had their swords. They were long, so it was close. So they're not super close, but they're close. So they can feel and they can hear the breath the last breaths from people, the grunts, the feeling of putting a sword through someone's flesh, the blood. It's not supposed to feel like prideful. It's not a prideful thing to take someone's life. It's a serious thing. And that spirit has been lost. And using a gun or being a sniper, you're very far away. You take someone's life with a gun, you don't hear anything. It's instant. It takes away the consequences of killing, which is supposed to feel despicable. It's not supposed to feel good, even if it's justified because you're protecting your family, protecting yourself. It's a life. So the fact that we can take away life in an instant now because of the technology we have, it is a disgrace on humanity. And this is why like Miyazaki, most of his movies talk about like loving life and nature and how those two go hand in hand. And when we start to use guns and ammunition, like I said, the boar who becomes this demon of rage because his home is being destroyed by the human race, he wants to take revenge, and then the animals start wanting to do that. And it's actually not the nature of animals to do that, but their nature changes because the most important, and the same thing in Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind, the same thing starts to happen with nature. It wants to protect the trees and nature from humanity. So yeah, just seeing this was interesting, really heartbreaking actually, to see that and how fast his life, 1.2 million people's lives were taken. Okay, so now this is the part that I find is interesting. Gun control got a lot more severe in an attempt to weaken the gun devil. I like how Denji's like, I'm not sure I understand, but you're about to grant me any wish I want, which is like how like most of the population is. I guess we just are like, I don't know, but whatever. So I feel like the news does not actually talk about all the gun violence going on in the world or in America. If it did, if we actually knew how much was going on, we would be terrified, I think. But gun control, I think, doesn't work. We already, the gun demon has already been set loose, and you can't take it back. We are where we are because we And I didn't create the gun. Most of us didn't. We were just here during this time frame. But it's here. It's here, and it's not going to be easy. Because at this point, taking away guns doesn't make sense, because there's always going to be guns in the black market anywhere. People are going to get and the wrong people are going to get their hands on guns. So I can't tell you a solution. I can just tell you why we are here. And I think we're just going to have to write it out and pray and hope and just sort of have hope that things can change and that we can all work together again and start to trust each other. And you just understand that taking life is one of the worst things you can do. It is serious. It is not our job. Like, we should not be able to take life. It takes 9 months or 10 months throughout the whole stage of pregnancy to create a life. It shouldn't take like a second to destroy that life and everybody's lives around those who are connected to the life that was taken. And I hope that mindset we can start to go back, and maybe it won't happen in our generation, but maybe in 100 years, things will start to change. But we're going to feel it, I think, and I think a lot of people have to understand that. It's scary, but it's the truth, and facing the truth and the reality is how we prepare. I don't know how it goes because I'm not a fortune teller. I just see, and I've been observing a lot and trying to understand how to figure this out. So I really appreciate how they just told this story. It was eloquently expressed through this really fun, creative anime. And they just said it in a 20-minute anime of what's going on in our world. And I don't know if you guys really understood how important that was, but it's important, and it's good for everyone to talk about it. But yeah, I'm not on either side of the coin. I think taking life should not be so simple. And but we can't change the mindset of people. It's up to us to change our own mindset, and we can be a good support system for other people and trying to like be the light that we are. And hopefully we can touch each other in like our souls, and that will change people. But I think a lot of people are angry right now in this world, and a lot of people have good reason to feel angered, to feel like distrustful, and on all spectrums, everyone has suffered in some way. Even the people we don't like have suffered in some way. So I don't have a solution. I just can only like hope that things will change, and try to work on my own self and stuff around me. But yeah, that was great. That was powerful. And just being able to see Aki, the way I did not expect that story to be Aki. I just thought it was some random person, but that's how it is. People's lives are taken very easily, and we just go on the news and they say, oh, today 10 people were killed by gun violence. Oh, today 2 people were killed. And we just think, oh, how sad. We just don't get it. It was a regular family, just like Aki's, who are just trying to get by, who has a really sick son, and they have their own issues. And Aki already has his trauma with his family because he's the older brother. His little brother is sickly, which means he's not getting any attention from his parents, and he still needs that. So he's already going through his own issues within having a family, and then he's lost his family. This is real life. Everyone's going through something, and it's just crazy that, again, we can just take life so simply nowadays. Yeah, they did that beautifully. And it was really heartbreaking. And then Himeno's story too. She's, after seeing war and battle for so long, you start to be sort of be like, whatever. You know, I said she was detached. She may not be completely detached, but she kind of is. She kind of has to be, because she knows that the statistics that her friends, her team, her partners, they're going to die more than likely. They know that. And so it's kind of like, let's keep at a distance, because I don't want to get my heart broken. So it's interesting to see that too. And also how I was said something about how each person gives up a body part in this for either power or manipulation, to make people do certain things. It's just interesting. I don't know what the bigger significance of that is, but it's just an observation. And the last part is just they're stuck in some sort of not alien, but demon loop. Whatever it is, like them going down the stairs and up the stairs, they're stuck on the 8th floor now. That's scary. Scary story. So I can't wait till next week. This is a really good anime. I'm really thankful I'm watching it. And yeah, we really need more stories like these, and I think it's quite brave. I don't know, I find it brave. Animators and musicians and artists, people who write stories, directors, you guys are brave, very brave. All right, that's it. I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching, and also just sticking by and listening to this discussion. I appreciate that. Let's talk in the comments. We don't need to argue. Of course, there's going to be arguments, but this isn't my quest or my journey, or whatever I'm trying to say is not about who's right or wrong, because I said both people are right. Everyone is right in this situation, but we already, the gun devil is here. It was conjured. So now what do we do now that it's here? How do we fix that? And we need to just, rather than fighting and being divisive, really find ways to connect and come together. That's really the truth. That's how people survive, is by coming together. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye everyone.